Hello viewers, this is a K. Ramarao, lecturer in physics. Today I will going to start moving magnetic effect and moving charges in the magnetic field. So in this very important relations for correlations of this in this chapter I have given here Biot-Savart's law. Biot-Savart's law B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta upon r square. In vector form dB is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi into del cross r upon mod of r cube. So, the magnetic field induction at a point B due to finite current carrying conductor is given by B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi into r perpendicular distance. This is a perpendicular distance to sin alpha plus sin beta. Next, when a current carrying conductor is bent in form of a regular hexagon, the magnetic field induction at center of hexagon is given by B is equal to mu naught Ni by pi L into tan pi by n into sin pi by n. So, for the finite length of for the infinite length of the conductor at a point of P, the magnetic field induction is given by B is equal to mu naught Ni by 4 pi r sin 90 plus sin 0. Because of other end is at infinite length, it would be makes an angle 0 at point P. Next, the magnetic moment on the axis of a circular current carrying conductor at a point P, which is at a distance of x, is given by B is equal to mu naught Ni r square by 2 into r square plus x square whole power of 3 by 2. At the center x is equal to 0, that is BC is equal to mu naught Ni by 2 pi r. Based on this concept, I will explain some applications. Their first one is find the magnetic induction vector at origin O due to current carrying wire configuration as shown in the figure. Figure was given. So, this is a figure. Was given, and the current is carrying along the direction like this. In this, current is carrying. This is a z axis, which is x axis. This is a y axis was given. This is bent at this form and coming to like this. So, in this we have to calculate the magnetic field induction at a point at a center O. So, which is at a distance, this length is at a distance of A from O, and the second length is this point is also at a distance of A from O, and this angle was given 45 degrees. This is also nothing but a 45 degrees. Therefore, here current is flowing along the direction. The direction of the magnetic field we can determine by using the right hand thumb rule. This is a del cross R, the right hand thumb rule. This is a keep the right hand in the direction of keep the right hand fingers in the direction of current carrying conductor, and form is shows in the direction of the magnetic field. Then the thumb is gives the direction of the magnetic field. Del cross R, which is gives the B. So, due to this conductor, the magnetic field induction is a B1. Due to this conductor at O, the magnetic field induction is nothing but B2. Due to this conductor is a B3, and due to this conductor is B4. Where B1 is equal to the magnetic field induction at O due to B1 is given by B1 is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi A del cross R. Direction of the magnetic field is into, that means negative z axis, that is minus k. Next, B2 is equal to mu naught I by mu naught I upon 4 pi A. 4 pi A means this is a perpendicular distance. This total length is nothing but 2A. Therefore, sin 45, 2A into sin 45 is nothing but this length is root 2A, that is perpendicular distance is a root 2 into A. Sin alpha plus sin beta, that means 2 into sin 45, 1 by root 2. Root 2 also gets cancelled. This also I am writing root 2. Current is flowing along the direction. This is the direction of the magnetic field. Del cross R, which is also acting negative x axis direction, that is minus k. Root 2 also gets cancelled here. B2 is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi A into minus k cap. Next, due to this conductor, current is flowing along the direction in this conductor due to this conductor, the magnetic field induction is given by B3 is equal to mu naught upon 8 A del cross R, which is gives the negative y-axis direction, that is minus j. Next, due to this conductor, the magnetic field induction is a B4, that is B4 is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi A, which is between the x and z axis is there, that is the direction of the magnetic field in nothing but a positive x axis direction, that is equal to vector of I. Therefore, the net magnetic field induction at point O due to this wire is given by B net. B net is equal to B1 is nothing but mu naught I by 4 pi A minus k, B2 is nothing but a mu naught I by 4 pi minus k. Sum of these two values is nothing but 2 mu naught I upon 4 pi A to minus k vector of k plus B1 plus B2 are completed. Next, B3 is there. B3 is nothing but mu naught I upon 8A into minus j plus B4 is mu naught I upon 4 pi A. 4 pi A. So, in this all terms, mu naught I by 4 pi is a common is there, that is B net is equal to, you should take common mu naught I upon 4 pi A. So, your remaining term is minus 2k of 2k cap, this is equal to mu naught I by minus pi by 2 mu naught I by 4 pi A taken common, that is equal to j plus mu naught I by 4 pi A is nothing but vector of I. This is the resultant magnetic field induction at the center of this current carrying conductor. Next one is next application is a long insulated copper wire is closely wound, has a spiral of n turns, and the spiral has a inner radius small a and outer radius is b. The spiral lies in the x y plane and in a steady current I flows through the wire. The z component of the magnetic field at the center of the spiral is equal to how much? So, what was given here? One spiral was given like this. This is nothing but a spiral. The spiral was given like this. This is nothing but a spiral. This is a spiral which has inner radius is a small a. Inner radius is nothing but a small a. Outer radius is nothing but a small b is given. The number of turns contains this turn is nothing but n. So, the current is flowing. I showed in the figure like this. We have to calculate the magnetic field induction at center O due to this spiral. So, current is flowing along the direction. Due to this spiral, we have to calculate the magnetic field induction. Therefore, the radial number of turns presented in this spiral is nothing but n was given. We wish find out the net magnetic field induction at center O. Let us consider a small elementical vector, say a small element. This is a small element which has a width dx. This is a small element which has a width dx, dx is nothing but a width, and which is at a distance of r from the center. But already you know the magnetic field induction due to a circular current coil conductor at the center is given by B is equal to mu naught I by 2 r. This is nothing but only for single turns. How many turns are there? N turns are there. So, in this dx element is given by dB is equal to mu naught Ni upon dB is equal to mu naught into dn I upon 2x. Therefore, the radial turns presented in this is given by dn by dx is equal to n upon b minus a. Therefore, dn is equal to n upon b minus a into dx. This value substitute in the above equation, then you are getting the magnetic field injection. D bar is equal to mu naught into dn means n by b minus a into I into dx upon 2x. I have to calculate the net magnetic field induction at the center. So, the above equation is we will have to integrate between the sufficient limits. Initial limit is a and final limit is a b. That is the net magnetic field induction given by dB is equal to mu naught n upon 2 into b minus a I. These are the constant. The remaining term is the integration of 1 by x into dx between the limits of a tends to b. Therefore, integration of dB nothing but b. B is equal to mu naught ni upon 2 into b minus a. So, integration of 1 by x is nothing but ln of x, ln of x between the limits of a tends to b. Therefore, b is equal to mu naught ni upon 2 into b minus a ln of b by a. Since log a minus log b is equal to log of a by b, this is nothing but the net magnetic field induction at the center of the spiral. Next one is find the magnetic field induction at the center I showed in the figure. One figure was given here, this a figure was given, this is a figure. So, we have to calculate the magnetic field induction at the center. We have to calculate the magnetic field induction at center O. So, here the current is flowing along the direction is there. The current is flowing along the direction like this. This center would make some angles 30 degrees and 30 degrees. This total angle is nothing but 60 degrees. 60 means this is equal to pi by 3. Current is flowing along the direction. So, this length was given r. This is nothing but a perpendicular distance r perpendicular. We have to calculate the r perpendicular. So, let be this point is A and this point is B and this point is C. So, from this triangle cos 30 is equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is cos 30 is equal to cos 30 value, cos 30 is equal to adjacent side r perpendicular upon r hypotenuse. R perpendicular is equal to r into cos 30, that is equal to r into cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. This is a perpendicular distance. We have calculated perpendicular distance. Next, the magnetic field induction due to this AB conductor is given by B of B1. Let be this is a B1. B1 is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi into perpendicular distance r into root 3 by 2 into sin alpha plus sin beta. Sin alpha plus sin beta means 2 into sin 30. Sin 30 value is nothing but 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. So, what is the direction of the magnetic field induction? This is the direction of current. And we have to calculate the magnetic field induction at the center O. Del cross R, the direction of the magnetic field induction is nothing but into here. So, what is the remaining angle? Due to this remaining conductor, we have to calculate here. This is a remaining conductor, which is nothing but this is a pi by 3. 2 pi minus pi by 3 is equal to 5 pi by 3. This angle is nothing but 5 by 3. So, due to this conductor, the magnetic field induction is given by B2 is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I upon R into theta. Theta means 5 pi by 3. 5 pi by 3 is nothing but a theta here. Mu naught I theta by 4 pi R. What is the direction of the magnetic field? Del cross R into direction. direction of the magnetic field also which is acts into the direction. Therefore, B2 is equal to this much, B1 is equal to this much, both of them are nothing but into the direction of the field. Therefore, the net magnetic field induction at C is given by B dash is equal to B1 plus B2. So, B1 value also already you know, mu naught I by 4 pi r, this is 2 1s are, 2 2s are gets cancelled, mu naught I upon 2 pi r into root 3 plus this is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi r into 5 pi upon 3. Therefore, this is also the net magnetic field is nothing but acts into the direction. So, from these two terms it is very clear that mu naught I upon 2 pi r is common. So, from these two terms we should take common mu naught I upon 2 pi r. So, mu naught I upon 2 pi r I have taken common here, 1 by root 3, remaining term is 1 by root 3 plus mu naught I upon 2 pi r has to come, that is equal to 5 pi by 6, the net direction of the magnetic field which is acts in the downward direction. So, this is the final answer of this problem. Next one is a long straight wire of radius A carries a steady current I. The current is uniformly distributed across the cross section. The ratio of the magnetic field at a distance of A by 2 and 2A is. This is a very important problem for mains and advanced. One current carrying conductor was given. A current carrying straight wire. This is a current carrying straight wire. Current carrying straight wire is which has a radius r is equal to A was given. This is r is equal to A. Suppose let me the current is flowing like this direction. In this, the current is flowing like this direction. Next, carries a steady current I. The current is uniformly distributed across the cross section. The ratio of the magnetic field at a distance of A by 2 and 2A is. At a distance of A by 2, first one is at a distance of 2A from the center, this point, that is B out. Next one is at a distance of A, at a distance of A by 2, B in. This is a direct, the magnetic field is B in. So, what are the ratios was given? We have a one shortcut method for this. So, B in upon B out is equal to R1 into R2 upon R square. This is a shortcut method, very important also this formula. Or B out upon B in is equal to R square upon R1 into R2. So, if they will be asked the ratios of the magnetic field B out and B in, then we should use this formula. Next, if they will be asked the B in upon B out is equal to, we should use this formula, B in upon B out is equal to R1 into R2 by R square. But in our problem, this was asked. So, what is a small r? Where small r is nothing but, small r1 is nothing but the distance of the magnetic field from the center to on the outward direction at a point P is R1. Second one is R2 was given, where R1 is equal to 2A was given and R2 is equal to A by 2, capital R is equal to A was given. This all values substitute in this equation, then we will getting the ratios of the magnetic field inductions B in and B out. Therefore, B in upon B out is equal to R1 into R2. R1 means 2A into R2. R2 means A by 2 and R square means A square. Therefore, 2 gets cancelled. A also A by 2 AA and A square also gets cancelled. B in upon B out is equal to 1. So our B in is to B out is equal to 1:1. This is a very, very important model. Next application is a particle of charge q per unit mass alpha is released from origin with a velocity v is equal to v naught of I in uniform magnetic field B is equal to minus B naught of k. If the particle passes through 0 comma y comma 0, then find the value of y. A charged particle, unit mass was given alpha. That means what was given, the ratios of the charge to mass, that is equal to specific charge of the particle was given. The specific charge of the particle was given. The particle was released along the v is equal to v naught of I, means which is released along the positive x axis direction. Positive x axis direction, which is released v is equal to v naught of vector of I, and the magnetic field would be acting in downward direction, negative z axis direction. That means minus k means negative z axis direction, like this. The magnetic field would be acting negative z axis directions, like this. That is B is equal to minus B naught of k. B is equal to minus B naught of vector of k was given. The particle is released, passes through 0 comma y comma 0. That means when the particle is enters here like this, the particle as moving in the magnetic field along the y axis direction. 0 comma, this point was given, 0 comma y comma 0. With what velocity it was entered, with the same velocity it would be comes outside, like this, v bar only. Therefore, passes through this, then we have to calculate the value of phi. What is the value of phi? This is nothing but this length, which is gives the volume of phi. This diameter of the circular path, which is gives the what is that value of phi. Let be the radius of the circular path is nothing but r. This also r. This is also r. The total length of the diameter y is equal to 2r. R plus r is nothing but 2r. R plus r is nothing but 2r. But when the particle is entered in the magnetic field, when it is moves in the circular path, the radius of the path is given by r is equal to mv upon qb. This value substitute in the above equation. Y is equal to 2 into mv upon qb. Therefore, y is equal to mv upon qb, 2v, this also I am writing like this, q upon m into b, where q upon m was given, where alpha is equal to, according to the problem, alpha was given, q upon m, specific charge was given. This value substitute in the above equation, then we will getting the value of y. Y is equal to 2v upon alpha into b, alpha into b. This is the final answer of this application. It is very important for the mains purpose. Next application is a thin circular disk of radius r is uniformly charged with a charge density sigma, where sigma is greater than 0 per unit area. The disk rotates about its axis with a uniform angular speed omega. The magnetic moment of the disk is equal to how much? Before going to solve this, first of all, we should have to discuss about the motion of a charged particle. Suppose consider a charged particle of charge q. This is a charged particle of charge q and mass m, which is revolving in a circular path of radius r, circular path of radius small r. then it can be produce the magnetic moment at the center is given by, which is revolving along the direction like this. So it can be produced, first of all it can be produced, the current at the center is given by I is equal to QF, that is equal to Q omega by 2 pi, since F is nothing but omega by 2 pi. So the magnetic moment of this particle is given by m bar is equal to I into A. What is the A? Where A is nothing but pi r square of this circular path, that is equal to I into pi r square. This is nothing but a magnetic moment of this particle. Next, its linear momentum is given by L is equal to m r square omega. L bar is equal to m r square by omega. Let be this equation number 1 and this equation number 2. So 1 by 2 implies 1 upon 2, which is gives m bar upon L bar is equal to I into pi r square, I into pi r square, QF, that is equal to I into pi r square, I into pi r square upon m r square into omega. But I value also already know, m upon L is equal to, I value is equal to q omega by 2 pi, q omega by 2 pi into pi r square upon m r square omega. So what would be gets cancelled here? This r square and r square also gets cancelled, pi pi also gets cancelled. M upon L is equal to q upon 2m. This is nothing but a relation between the magnetic moment and angular momentum. Therefore, so in this application, the application is given, what was given here? A thin circular disc was given, a thin circular disc of radius r was given. This is nothing but a circular disc of radius r was given, and which has a surface charge as sigma. Sigma is equal to q upon A. From this, q is equal to sigma into A, and which is revolving along the, which is revolving with respect to a fixed axis with an angular velocity omega, right? We have to calculate the magnetic moment of the circular disc. Already know the relation between the magnetic moment and angular momentum. M bar upon L bar is equal to q upon 2m. So from this, m bar is equal to q upon 2m into L bar. L is nothing but a angular momentum. When a particle is rotating in a circular path, already you know m bar is equal to q upon 2m into I, L is nothing but I omega. L is equal to I omega, where I is nothing but a moment of inertia of this disc with respect to rotational axis is given by I is equal to 1 by 2 into m r square, 1 by 2 into m r square. Therefore, m bar is equal to q upon 2m into m r square. Capital R was given here. You can write the radius is capital R. I is equal to 1 by 2 into m r square into omega. Therefore, what would be gets cancelled here? This is a mass, this is also mass, that is equal to m r is equal to q by 2m into q 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. This also I am writing 4. Mm also gets cancelled here. Mm also gets cancelled, and 2 is nothing but 4. That is equal to 4 r square into omega. But q value also already know. This is a q value. Substitute here. Therefore, the magnetic moment is given by m bar is equal to q means sigma a r square omega upon 4, where a is nothing but this area of the disc, that is m bar is equal to sigma into pi r square into omega upon 4, that is equal to m bar is equal to, the magnetic moment of the disk is given by m bar is equal to sigma pi r power of 4 omega upon 4. This is the final answer of this application. Next one is, okay. Physics is a very important subject for the JEE mains and advanced. You should practice. If you should practice, then you will get perfect, otherwise not possible. Thank you.